Hey, and welcome to Terraria. In the last episode, we did some exploration. We tried out the contaminator to purify a bit of the crimson biome to the west. And after that, we ran into a solar eclipse where we had to fight all kinds of vampires and zombies and so on. In between episodes, I went ahead and purified a little more of the previously crimson area over here. So these two stripes are now completely clean. I had the crimson pop up in one or two locations after cleaning, and I think now I fixed it. So this will have to continue in the future. I will have to go down layer by layer basically and purify those areas. Same for this crimson area and that one, and back over here. I will leave a bit of crimson, I guess, for the in the underworld at least, to farm stuff. I will have to leave one or two of those lakes as well. And I will also at some point reduce the extent of the halo area a bit, I think. But I will do that off camera. Today I want to fight the destroyer, which has spawned 2 or 3 times in between. I always have locked off and locked on again to avoid fighting them, because I wanted to do that on camera for this time. As you see, I also have a slightly different gear now. I found ingredients to make butterfly wings. I think I had them last time already, but I found the essences needed to make these wings, and I now have 2 loadouts. This one is the one that I use for farming, so I have this Hand of Creation that we made last time for mining speed and so on. I have these items, like the information items for where we are, what's near us, and so on. And I used the old armor that I still had lying around. Maybe I will make some more adamantite armor. I'm not sure yet. I think how it is, it goes quite okay. And if needed, I can switch to the other armor, which is the one that we had before, the Hallowed Mask, Adamantite breastplates, leggings. And we have all the fighting items that I had before. And these wings dropped when I was exploring the sky islands. As you see now, the sky is completely explored. I think one of these islands back here we didn't see before. I think this one down there. And I encountered these 3 over there, which all had, well, the usual loot. And I also, as you see, got some dyes for my armor. We had these strange plants that I planted here for the time being, and I used them, went over to our dye trader and exchanged them for these dyes that I have now. And so for now, let's see what we have in here. This is still quite a bit of crap. That was not what I wanted to do. Deposit them. I guess I should go through that offline. The one thing that I found is this one, the Celestial Magnet. We had this one last time popping up in these things. I think I can make these Celestial Cuffs now out of it. The other thing, the magic cups were what we made last time out of one of these. You see, I already got 3 more and a couple other things. But I will leave this for later to sort these out. Maybe there's some 1 or 2 things in there that I will need to do. I found this life fruit. This is one of them. I found the snow globes. That's some of the Frost Legion. I have no idea what those are. I will have a look at those later. For now, I want to concentrate on the destroyer. So let me put this one as a summoner item into the chest with the other summoner items. Get the mechanical worm out of that. And this one permanently increases maximum life by 5. So let me just use this one. Get alive. Great. Any other things that I should be looking at? I don't think so. So this is a Flesh Knuckles defense. I guess we can have a quick look what this goes into. This goes into, this uses either the Paladin's Shield, which is, goes into these two, and otherwise it's found, I guess, from Paladins, of course. And we have this one that needs the Power Glove, and I think that one is made from the Feral Claws that we have, and the Titan Glove that we don't have that drops from Mimics. So I'll have to go and farm a bit to find those. What else did I do between episodes? I found a few more things to make flasks or buffs. This one is the Life Force Potion. Increases max life by 20. And this one is made using prismites, which I found down in the Hello area fishing. And the other one I made is the Rage Potion. And this one was made using Hemopiranhas. We had those last time already. I just made them. And I filled up all the other potions that I had. Some were running low. So let me quickly loot all of this. Then go down, take one of each of these. Then I want to take the... where is it? The flask, one of the boots. This one, that one. And I think I will take one of these statues. You also see I made this thing so the during the blood moon and the solar eclipse enemies come swarming in here, and I have this longer corridor to fight them. I already had one blood moon in between, and it works quite well. So let me put the second statue down over here-ish. Good. I do have the buff. Get all the other buffs. And let's go, I guess. Zoom out a bit. I'm not taking too much damage, and I'm doing quite a lot of damage. That's good. Let me get away from you. So much for not taking too much damage. This is quite good, I think. Yeah, it's going fine. Here we go. And there is the Souls of Might. And here we get our werewolves. And let me pick up this statue, get some of these, and go back after we loot the rest of the stuff. By the way, I also switched back to the Bananarang with the knockback, because in going solo, going farming, that's way more convenient than the one with a bit more of crit. And I think I'm doing quite enough damage right now. So we found the hello bar, that one goes in there. We found a destroyer mask, vanity item. What does it look like? Looking funny. If I take this one off. Okay. Well, why not? Why not? So, and we found the Sword of Might goes into the equipment stuff. And the mechanical worm goes into the summoning things. Do I have... Yeah, we have these mushrooms in there. And deposit everything. I think that's all the boss fighting stuff. I definitely have to go and find more of these prismites offline. Go do some fishing to get those. Now, we have our souls of everything in here. So, Sword of Sight, Fright, and Light is the one we needed for the... I think only for the wings, right? Yeah. Sort of flat in a bottle can be placed. Everything else is fairy wings, spooky wings, spectre wings, okay. And we have the swords of might. Those are the night and light, the ones that we farm in the crimson and hello biome. The sword of might. What do you go into? You go into the pickaxe axe, which takes one of each and a hello bar, or a couple of hello bars. So let's get those bars. And you go into this axe, which has 200% pickaxe power and 110% axe power. So this one has 180% pickaxe power, and we have an axe, but that axe is stored in some chest. So let's make this one. And this one then can be sold, I guess. Because this one has more damage, more everything. So I think we're good. And then we have the Drax, which is melee damage and so on. -1 range, very fast speed. And this one is fast speed. I would like to try one of these out. What do you need? You need 18 hallowed bars. I have 31 left. Maybe I wait until I kill the monster, the bosses 1 or 2 more times. Light disc. What is this? Might be one of those. I'm not sure. And then with the Avenger emblems, I have this one, 50% increased melee damage and 3% movement speed, and this one has 15% increased melee damage. No. That one only has 12% increased melee damage. So you go into other things. For example, into the Celestial Emblem. Pickup range for Mana Stars. I don't need pickup range for Mana Stars as a melee fighter. Mechanical Glove. Melee damage and speed. Auto swing, knockback. Size of melee weapons. Goes into this gauntlet. Yeah, so I think for now I will... not actually convert this one. The Staff, Pumpkin Moon Medallion. I don't know whether I want to get the next one yet, and I don't have ectoplasm. So... we have the Hallowed Griefs, Plate Mail. I don't think I need any of the other things right now. But we had other uses for these, which is the True Knight's Edge. 20 of each. I have 20 of each, so let's get the Knight's Edge. I think we had it up here. Yes. Go to the Tinkerer's Workshop, which is not the one we need, apparently. Here we go. True nice edge. Make this one. 102 melee damage, 25 crit, 89 melee damage, 30% crit, plus a bit more things. And it's still a material. And this one goes into the Terra Blade, True Excalibur and Broken Hero Sword. How are you made? You're made from Excalibur and Chlorophyte bar, so this is probably the next thing that we should start to farm. Because Excalibur is made from Hello bars, so that's easy to make. Goes into True Excalibur, goes into the Terra Blade and Broken Hero Sword. Is gotten from Mothron, which seems to be a boss, I'm not sure. So, photosynthesis, mine chlorophyte and organic core are found deep among the thickest of Laura. So, let me exchange these two. I think I will put the cutlass in here for now. I will put these bars back. Or do I actually want to try out the drill? You know what? Why not? Let's try out the drill. And we will see how this one goes. Now I put the bars back here. The essences down here. Save this one for now. Save this one. And sell the pickaxe. That's right. So let's go and see what we can do with the chlorophyte. Go down here. And I think, did we see it at some point? Or did we just fall onto it and... excuse me? Here we go. And this is that. Here, this one. I think when we go down this path, we find some of the chlorophyte. Oh. This looks great. Wow, 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 wow. And I have no idea how the crimson could extend across this border, because it shouldn't be able to. And we get this stuff now. Alright. Let me quickly go over here. I think my wings that I have on here are not as good as they should be, because I can't fly that far. I can fly better with the other wings that I had. So let me switch and use these. Okay, I will have to play around with this because I didn't realize that it does this with the better blade. Okay, but first of all, let's equip this thing and give this a cleanse. That's what I wanted to do. We have some more over there, but yeah, this will then be something that I do very soon after after this recording, that I get on with cleansing this, because apparently the changes that I did, the gaps that I made to prevent the spread were not good enough. Alright, this should do for now at least. Let's fight more chlorophyte. There's some over there. That up there is some chlorophyte, but that wasn't chlorophyte either. But here's some chlorophyte. One block, okay. And let me just dig through here. Wait a second. Instead of going through there with that thing, let me mine this one. That's not doing what I would expect it to do. Would have hoped for more, for a bigger range or something like that, like the shovel we had before. Maybe this way. Nah. Okay. I don't know yet whether I will keep this one, because, well... it's a bit disappointing, to be honest. Alright, this was that Chlorophyte ore. I think I will continue doing some farming of the Chlorophyte, and I'll see you back when we have enough to make a few bars and do something with that. Here we go, 212 Chlorophyte ore. Let's see, we can make out of this Chlorophyte bricks, which I don't want right now, and bars. So let's convert all of them. 42 bars, and 42 bars go into all kinds of things. Chlorophyte extractinator. Placing silver fossil piles in the extractinator turns them into something more useful. Place contaminated blocks into the extractinator to purify them. Other items placed inside may have interesting effects. So this sounds like something I want to play with it. Takes the old extractinator and a Chlorophyte bar. Something to keep in mind, I guess, but not the one that I want to do right now. How about these? Turtle scale mail, turtle helmet. So this is 27 defense. Well, let's go for the other one that I have right now, 16 defense. So this is much better. Increased melee damage and crit strike chance. Enemies are more likely to target you. Well, I'm solo, so they will be targeting me anyway. 8% increased damage, 8% increased damage, melee damage, and crit chance. So, how about those? I guess I'll need the turtle shell for that. I had a couple of those. Probably in here. Yeah, here we go. One of those. And make one of those. Here we go. Exchange that one. And that looks much better. What else? Turtle leggings. 17 defense, 3% increased melee crit. 7% increased crit. 4% crit. So this one is definitely better. Chlorophyte pickaxe, 200% pickaxe power plus 1 range. I have the 200% pickaxe power and axe power, so I will keep the one that I have, I think. Helmet, 13 defense. Save ammo, not really what I want. Melee damage and crit chance, 20 defense. 24 defense. 10% damage and crit, 10% speed. No. I guess I'll take this one. Spectre bar uses ectoplasm. Shroomite bar uses shrooms. What can I make out of that? Headgear. Okay, I guess this is something that I will need to investigate. 200% axe power, but -1 per range, so I guess I'll stick with that one. Drill containment unit summons a rideable drill mount. That, on the other hand, sounds interesting, but mini nukes, please what? Huge blast riders will destroy tiles. Will not destroy tiles. Alright. Interesting. Um, but let's look into this a bit more. So this one can be used to make the Twix Caliber, which is on the way to the Terrorblade. Broken Hero Sword, Mothron, we had that one before, so I will have to look into this one. Let me switch to the other thing, exchange those. So the Mithril breastplate can go into the old gear drawer, and these can go into here, which means I will have to get rid of some stuff. Probably convert all my tin ore and never use it again. Iron I need sometimes. Copper, I guess I convert that one and never use copper ore again. So tin bars takes a few seconds. I will do the same for copper bars, and then I can store my ore and well, drop the rest. And I guess there's enough tin for the rest of the game. And I probably won't need that much copper anyway. And if I do, I will just collect it and put it in this bin, which contains all the stuff that I don't really need. Alright, I think that is for today. I will do some research what the next steps are. I guess up here, defeat Planetary overgrown monstrosity of the jungle's depth. That means I will have to do some digging in the jungle, I guess, some exploration in the jungle. And when I find something that looks out of the ordinary, I will start recording at that point again. Until then, thank you so much for being here. Take care, and see you next time.